Hello YouTube, welcome to my second vlog, 2 days in a row, so starting off good here. Now for those of you who did manage to watch yesterday's vlog, I did say in that this is not a vaping channel. However, today is very much going to be a vaping show. What I'm going to be doing is a review and a build today on this. This, for those of you who aren't aware, is the Pulse from Vandy Vape, a Tony B project. This is the full Pulse kit. As you can see, it's got these lovely green panels and matching drip tip. Let's just take these off and have a look inside before we get started. So inside you will no battery in it at the moment. This is a mechanical mod, so a battery goes in here. We've got our little squidgy squonk bottle, fire button there, and our safety catch pin, whatever they call it, switch, which at the moment is disconnected, and then if I put it down like that, that is then connected. Okay, put the panels back on, and when they're on it does look really nice. Now the RDA that comes with this is the matte black Pulse 24. That's the 24mm version of the Pulse. It's got the twin, the dual coil building. As you can see, I currently do not have a coil within this. You've got your two posts just there, nice deep juice wells. Okay, so what I'm going to do is pop this down and we're going to put a new build on it, and I'll take you through that process. Okay, so anytime that I'm making a build myself, I always set it up on my own meter here. It's just so that I can get a reading as I go. So the wire that I'm using today is from Vaping Outlaws, just using the 22 gauge Canthol wire, and I've made a couple of quick little coils off it. Here they are, that's one of them anyway. Now with this RDA, the best way to get the height right for the coil is to take the drip tip off. So here's the drip tip, and you want to measure so that the legs of the coil are just about 1 millimeter or so longer than the drip tip. So if you measure against it like that, and then you can see I've got this one leg already done, this one I still need to do, and yeah, so it's just a matter of matching it up now. It is a fiddly thing, and trying to show that on camera is going to be somewhat difficult, so I'm just going to do it very quickly, measuring off the other one. And of course, once you've done one coil, you can use the other coil to match up, which is what I'm just doing now. Now for the deck itself, it is a pillarless deck, which makes it really easy to put a build on, and nice slot in, you get the height right on these, and of course you can adjust. There is movement within there to adjust these, and the screws that are actually in use are Phillips head screwdrivers, screws, and I use just one of these little screwdrivers. You do get a tri-tool as well, but I prefer this because of the way I build on my meter here. And with these done, there we go, we just pop it straight in there and tighten these screws up. So I'm just pushing down with enough pressure just to hold it in place. Tighten, all the way, nice and tight, nice and snug. And then what I always do is I take the screwdriver, except it's not going to fit because I've done it too small. So I get my jig that I use to make it. Here's my jig. Just pop that back through, get it lined up, and just give a nice tug on it to make sure that it's not going to come up any. And there you go, that's one coil in place. Now what I will tend to do at this point is just get a reading off that one coil, and that is coming in at 0.35 ohms for the one coil. So when I get the second one installed in there, that should give us about 0.17, 0.18 in that sort of range there, which is about spot on for what I'm looking for today. So here's my other coil going in. This one might actually be just a fraction shorter, so I'm sorry I'm blocking the view there, but you see when I popped it in, it looks just a little bit shorter, so I might have to hold it up just a bit. So when these screws clamp down, it will be level. So there we go, that's that one clamped down, and once again with the jig I'm just going to level it off. So there we go. That one. And this is where you fiddle around and you get it just right. And there we go, that's our reading coming back at 0.18. So now I've got my coils installed on the deck, and as you can see I've got it sitting on top of my Wismec RX200, and when we fire them up, nice even colour coming in there. Now what you want to do is, because of that cut that I made with the height, I've done a bit of adjustments with that as I've been doing it, and when you put the top cap on, you will see that the coils are sitting flush where the airflow is going to come in, and that will mean that once this has been wicked up, we're going to have some amazing flavour going on there. Now, for myself, I prefer to use organic cotton in the sheets, in the pads. So one pad like this. It's organic Japanese cotton, and for this, what you want is you want one pad like this, and for each coil, basically want half of that. So we're going to cut it in half, and then I'm just going to move some of these bits out of the way so I can show what I'm doing. So there, and peel top layer off. Just a nice little thin bit off the top, and same again at the bottom. So either side, just peel a bit away. That's just the layer that's been sitting there exposed. So the bit you gotta get off is just a very thin, very thin top layer, and then what you're left with is already starting to fluff out. So what you want to do is spread it out. Now some people call this the Scottish roll. As I'm Scottish, anything that I'm going to do is going to be a Scottish roll. That's my opinion. So spread it out one way, spread it out the other way. This is just adding some volume to it and letting all those nice little air pockets build within the cotton. And this is very much a practice makes perfect thing, guys. The more you do this, the easier it becomes. I'm still getting the hang of it myself, but this is how I do it. If any of you are coming from smoking to doing this and you smoke roll-ups, this is an incredibly easy thing for you to transfer, because you are essentially making a roll-up from the cotton. Now, as you do it, you'll kind of get a feel for how much you need for the coils that you're working with. In this case, I don't need that bit. It's too big. And then one end, you're just going to twist, twisty, make it nice and tight, because this is the bit that you're going to feed through. Now what I tend to do is when I twist it, it does get quite condensed, but you're going to cut that bit off anyway, so that's fine. And what you do is feed that in, tug it in, it should be nice and tight. There we go, that's one side done. So I quickly do the other side, and once again, let's move that out of the way. Remove the back bits, remove the ends of the pads, and once they're off, there we go, that's the other bit gone. Spread it out, nice and spread. Once it's looking this consistency, that's where you really want to be doing it. And you just roll it out. Roll it, once again, like a rolling cigarette, as should we say, or whatever kind of rolling you can think of that could be done there. And again, it's a little bit, because I'm using the slightly tighter coils today, it's a little bit extra on that And once again, getting the end all nice and tight to squeeze through. Now what you'll see is that this coil, I've done it this way. On the other coil, I do it the other way. This is the way I do it. I just prefer to have it one way and the other way. And that way, if there are any issues with the wicking, it's not quite tight enough there. If there are any issues with it, then you have wick on either side that's been tightened, and wick on the other side that hasn't been tightened. Just get that in there nice and tight, and there we go. So that is now nice and wicked up. So what you're going to want to do is actually take this off the mod, because the length you want to cut the wicks is to the bottom of the RDA, so down to here. So you get your scissors and just cut, just fold them over and just cut where you want, where it meets the bottom, just like that, and fold them over and just cut. Then get rid of the RX200, we'll bring the pulse back in. I'll just screw you back onto the pulse here. Then I take my tweezers. I just want to fluff these out a bit. Fluff them out. Pull off any excess. You're generating more air holes with you, and the more air holes that you're getting, the better you're going to get. And same again on the other side. And once they're all fluffed out, nice and fluffy there, you then poke these in to the juice holes. Nice and easy. There we go. And there we have it. That is our dual coil ready to be squonked. And as I do still have some juice in here, we'll just give it a nice squonk. Not too much of a squonk because I haven't got the full tank on, but you will see, you should see the coppers start to wick and you get that nice squonk sound. So a few more squonks and that will be ready to fire. So yeah. Of course, the problem that I've got here is I'm not actually got the battery in this mod yet, but not to worry. For today, I am using a Ant King 2700 battery. The Pulse does come with an adapter. This adapter here, so nice little panel on the bottom there. This adapter does allow you to use a 18650 instead of the 2700. In this case, I will use the 2700. So open it up, make sure it's open. Now, if you look on the inside, you can see there's a minus and a plus side, so the battery fits with the plus down the way. That's the battery now fitted that way. We just close that off. Done a nice bit of squonking, so that's the coils nice and saturated. We'll fire her up, and there we go. see you back up top. And there we go. So, all wicked up, all coiled up, all juiced up, all squonked. And the flavor is there. The flavor is amazing. No matter what juice I put in this thing, it's been great. And it's all down to that airflow. Tony B's design on the Pulse RDA has really shown what airflow can do when applied to the coils in this way. And the air coming under the coil and back up really does improve that flavor flow. I have done builds where the airflow's not been in the right position, and it makes a difference on the flavor on these. And it's just, I'm having another. So, overall, I love this device. This is easily my favorite device I own, hence why I've done the video on it today. There are some cons to it, but we're going to address those in a moment. First, the pros. It looks great. These color panels, you can get different colors. They just look funky. It's a nice size. I've got quite big hands, but it sits nicely there. It's not heavy. The most of the weight is the battery that's in there. Myself, I use a 2700. You can see it in there. This is an Amp King 2700 that I've got on this. The device, the kit does come with an adapter for an 18650. Comes with this. As you can see in there, it's got the adapter bit. I just pop that on the end of the 18650 and you can run it from one of those. I have run it in that way. I prefer the 2700. You just get more life out of it. The kill switch or the safety switch, that little switch there, disconnect, that stops you from being able to fire. That is a nice safety feature for when you're out and about. And like I say, the flavor from that airflow is brilliant. Now for some of the downsides, because of that switch, there is a bit of ramp up time from firing it. If I've not fired it in a little while, I need to do one of those, just fire it up, not take a draw, and then I'll hit it. And then it's fine. There are ways around that have been, and there are tutorials that do that. Some people have soldered that so there isn't a switch there. I prefer to have that switch, have that safety feature. If I've just got a little bit of ramp up time, I'd rather have that safety feature on there. Other downsides, the button, it is a squidgy button. I'm not sure if that's a spring-loaded button. It doesn't feel like a mechanical button there. It does feel spring-loaded, and it is a bit squidgy. See, I like the design, I like the shape, I like the size of it. It's nice, but it's just, it's not very clicky. It is very squidgy. But you can't get used to it. It's not that bad. The squonk bottle itself, and you can see that there, is a very squidgy bottle, and you get that nice little squonk sound when you've done your squonk. When it is full, if you do give a full squonk, when the bottle's full, you will over squonk and it will come out the air vents. That's just the nature of it. It is a 8ml bottle, I think. It's either a 7ml or an 8ml bottle that's in there. And when you've got an 8ml bottle and you squonk the full lot, a lot of that juice is going to go up, and it will come out the air holes. That can be a downside there. The bottle itself, fitting the bottle when it's full, it can be a bit haphazard. I'm not going to take the bottle out, but as you can see, there's the, well, get the light right, you can see the bottle's got the screw top there with the plastic pipe that goes up, or the rubber pipe, or the silicone pipe, whatever. I think it might be silicone. It's got the pipe that connects up through there, and that's obviously leading up through your 510. And when you're filling the juice bottle up, it can be messy because the silicone is so soft. Just positioning it and getting it back in there, it can leak a bit if you've overfilled your squonk bottle. So in my experience, I leave a millimeter or two extra than you think, just so you've got that space to put a bit of pressure on the bottle as you put it back in. Otherwise, it's not, so it doesn't squonk before in position and fill your mod with juice. That has happened and it's one of those things. But it's a plastic mod. It's nice and easy to clean. Just quick wipe down, and you're good to go again. Make sure your connections are dry before you fire it. Now, this is a mechanical mod. That means Ohm's law. Now, if you've not had a mechanical mod before you do anything with it, go read up on Ohm's law, go check out the YouTube videos about Ohm's law and coil building. You need to know what you're doing with Ohm's law. You need to know about your battery, what it can handle, and make sure you don't mess around and do something silly like put an 006 ohm resistance on it, so it's trying to draw 72 amps when it can only do 30. That's what leads to battery venting, and that's what leads to mods exploding. And it's not, you need to be careful with these things. Battery safety is not something to take lightly. You have to know what you're doing. If you're unsure, feel free to ask me a question, leave a comment below. If you want, I will do a video purely on Ohm's law and how that works in relation to these devices. We cannot be stressed highly enough. If you are unsure what you're doing, get some advice. Don't just throw a build in there and think, oh, it's going to work. It's not a regulated mod. There's no safety to stop you from getting a short, from causing your battery to overload. There's no cut off. It will vent. I've never experienced a battery vent, and I have no intention of having one myself. So battery safety is something you have to take very seriously. Overall, I love this device. It's, as I've said, it is my favorite device. It is my go-to. I love having this little thing. The flavor you get is just brilliant. Squonking, I love squonking. I've fallen in love with squonking because of this device. I've got a couple other squonks. I've got more coming, and there will be reviews as I get the new ones. I've got the Athena and the Nudge on the way. They should come this week, so expect videos on those two once I've got them. And I've got some builds and first impressions of those ones, and some comparisons will come as well as I've got more of these. These are good devices. I do like them. If you're liking this type of video with the review, with the build, with the step-by-step guide that I did today, leave a comment, let me know. I can do more videos like this on more devices. If this is a device that you desperately want done, let me know. I'll see if I can get hold of one, see if I've got one, see if I can do a comparison for you. I'm really into this stuff, and I'm very much a hobbyist vapor, so doing this kind of thing is good for me. I like playing with these and messing around and getting my builds right. I've had this one maybe a month and a half, and I think that today is my 9th build I've put on this, just because I like changing them. No need to change them, I just like changing them. The build I put a build on this 2 days ago, and I changed it for this video, so no need to change it other than the fact that I like changing the builds. In other news, so as this is a daily vlog, and this is my accountability vlog for my own journey, today has been a good day. I've managed to go most of the day on very little cigarettes, mostly on my vape. Today I've not actually been using this today. This stayed in the house today. I went to work today and I had my GX350 with my iJoy XL. Currently I do not actually have a build. I've got a pre-built coil in this, and it's one of the ones that lights up, if you can see that. And this has been my one today, but this, as you may know, is a quad 18650 device, so it does use a lot of power, and you can't charge it through a USB, so you have to make sure your batteries are fully charged before you start using it. And I've been running this pretty much all day, and it's showing as you can see there, it's showing as half the battery life gone already. That's from a full day. So that's me using that device, and done quite well today. Diet wise, not so good. This morning was a bacon roll on my way to work because I had work today. Although I've been good for my dinner and dinner has been good. So that has hopefully been a good day on that aspect. Tomorrow is a college day, and I'm going to take the camera. I'm going to take the tripod with me, and I'm going to see if I can get some footage at college. See if anyone wants to get involved, be on the video, show something other than just the inside of my flat. This will happen. You may have noticed cats in the background. Once again, they do seem to want to get on camera, but not when I point it at them. As for the rest of it, like, follow, share, subscribe, all of that. My Twitter account is at one purple mongoose. That is the number one purple mongoose, and that will be happening. That will be a means of contact. That will be increasing. I need to make some changes to my profile there because I've not really used it very much for the last year. In addition, I'm thinking of possibly starting a Patreon purely for videos of this nature. Devices, getting hold of new gear. It would be a Patreon if there's enough interest out there in investing money towards helping me get the gear to review. Once reviewed, that gear would then be up for offer to the highest patrons, and you would be able to get screen used, video used devices that would then be available to Patreons. I'm still looking into that. I'm considering getting it all set up. I need to put together idents and so on and information. I'm still very new at this, and I'm still learning my way around. But please like, share, subscribe, comment. Let me know that these videos are out there, and let me know what more you want to see. You may have noticed my t-shirt today. I'm wearing my F1 2018 season t-shirt. I can't wait for the season to start. That is another one of my interests, and once the season starts, do expect some videos that are talking about the races, about what's going on. As you can see, we are looking forward to Australia. That is our first race there in March, and despite Lewis being on here, I'm not massively a Lewis Hamilton fan. The boy is good, and we got to respect what he's doing out there. I don't like the halo from the pictures that I'm seeing. I'm really not a fan of that design. Let me know what you think. Do you like the halo? Do you like the new cars? I think the McLaren looks beautiful this year, and if that Renault engine is as good as they say, we could be in for a really good season. But time will tell, and the first race is going to be epic. I'm really looking forward to that one. Okay, that is going to be it for tonight. Like, follow, share, subscribe. Leave me a comment. Any questions, I'll answer them in the comments, or they'll be in tomorrow's video. Have a good night.